All right. Happy to have everybody here. We are getting excited. We're going to have a big team challenge that I want to tell you all about. So here we go for our team challenge. Would you like to know what is it? Well, this is a weight management class, and Young Living is not just essential oils, but they have weight management products. So it's coming to be summertime. Soon we're going to be in summer. So we did this last year and we're going to try again this year. We're going to have a weight management challenge for everybody on the team who wants to be part of it. So what do you have to do? Let me show you a little graphic here, what you do to be part of our weight management challenge.
Suffer.
Huh?
Suffer.
Nah, you don't have to suffer. Sometimes it's just fun to have to be accountable to somebody. You know, you want to lose some weight or some inches, but you just want to be accountable to somebody. So if you want to be accountable, we're here for you. We actually have an Instagram page. If anybody, I'm going to put tips out there for the next 2 months. We're going to do 60 days starting tomorrow. So 60 days of a challenge. It's going to have $100 in prizes. So just in case you want to get in, none of us are really that serious, but I think our winner last year maybe lost 10 pounds in 2 months, something like that.
That's a lot.
It is a lot for 2 months, but if you take this seriously, you might be our winner. Okay. So here's the rules. If you want to be in the weight management challenge in 2023, this is just for our team. So if you're on another team, you can join my Instagram page. It's Weight Management Challenge 2023. I think that's, I'll find out when Rochelle's doing her part and give you the link to the Instagram page, because I'll be putting some tips out there if you guys are on Instagram and want to get some tips as you go. So how can you get in? So like I said, our goal is either to reduce inches or to reduce pounds starting tomorrow through June 15th. So this is a summertime challenge we want to have. And the winners we're going to disperse $100 in prizes. So you can follow the Instagram page, or you can just text me. If you're not on social media, that's fine. A lot of our friends are not on social media. So what you can do is just at the end of the week, like next Friday, next Saturday, you want to measure yourself now. You want to get on a scale tonight or tomorrow morning, and you want to record that somewhere. You don't have to tell me what that is. Or if you'd rather do inches, I don't lose pounds. I tend to lose inches. So I like to do my inches too. So I measure my arm, bust, waist, hips, thighs. And then I'm going to do it once a week to see how many inches that I go down. So if I go down either on the pounds or the inches, that I would text, like if I was in this challenge, I would text myself, -4 inches or -2 inches or -3 pounds. And I'm going to just keep track of this for these 8 weeks. We've got I think it's eight weeks for this challenge from now, April 15th till June 15th. And then we're going to disperse our prizes. So what do you have to purchase to get involved in this challenge? Because we want to make sure that you're using these beautiful Young Living products. And I do have a graphic somewhere. Here we go. This is the graphic on what you want to purchase to be part of this challenge. Like I said, Young Living has so many products. They have products to help us in our weight management. Here we go. These are some of the products. It's not a big bunch of stuff you have to purchase. So what you want to purchase if you want to get in on this challenge is there's a meal replacement powder Young Living has. I actually use half of what they say. They say 2 scoops per drink. That counts as a whole meal for yourself. So you can do that. You can purchase one of those, Balance Complete. I actually finished mine. Interestingly, when I scan myself to see what's great for my body, I often come up with needing that. So there's something beautiful in there that I actually need. So it's Balance Complete. It's that picture in the bottom middle. Or you could purchase a different meal replacement that I have when I exercise because it's protein. You need protein to replace the little tears your muscles get from exercise. So pure protein complete. This is my breakfast. This says 2 scoops. I do 1 scoop and 1 banana, and it lasts for months and months and months. So this is what I have. Another idea somebody has, when you get hungry at night, instead of having a snack, you could have pure protein complete as a snack for yourself. Because I think it says here there's 140 calories. That's 2 scoops. So you do 1 scoop and a banana. That's what's that? It's probably about 140 calories too. But it's not a lot of calories. When you get into 1 chocolate, that's about 100 calories. So this is a great nutritious. We're talking about infusing our body with what's good for it. This is a great meal replacement. Okay, so that's one thing you can buy, or you might just decide to buy a sleek essence. This is an oil that you drop in your water, and it actually helps cutting your appetite. It's amazing how this works. It's essential oils and some other things. We'll probably talk about this later. I'm going to talk about this later a little more if Rochelle doesn't. But this sits in my fridge and I forget about it till we start our weight management challenge. But this is a tasty way to cut your appetite. There's just natural products in here that can help you do that. Okay, and then you just have to report to me how you're doing on a weekly basis. That will get you in the challenge. There's also, I don't think this is available now. Young Living has a sleek collection. That sleek oil is part of it. This is a shake they have. I think it's out of stock. This stuff is amazing. I think we're going to tell you more about it later. But these are actually supplements. These supplements are great if you're trying to manage your weight. This is called Citra Slim, and we'll tell you a little bit more about this later. So we're talking about weight management. Let me just share one more graphic with you now, and then I'm going to turn it over to Rochelle, and she's going to give you some little tips. But I just wanted to share, we all want to be smart when we're managing our weight. So what's the smart way to do weight management? So this is really the smart way. What we want to do is SMART. Want to take some notes here. SMART. What is that? So SMART is S, have specific goals. You set your own goals. Nobody's going to be watching you. Nobody's going to say you did good, you did bad. No, this is up to you. This is for you to be healthier. The goal is not to be skinny. The goal is to be your healthiest. So you want to have specific goals. M, you want to have a measurable goal. Is it inches? Is it pounds? Are you exercising? If you set yourself a goal to exercise a certain amount every day, are you keeping up with that? A, you want to be accountable. And that's why we have this challenge. We try to do it once a year. So we can be accountable to each other, and we can get some prizes at the end of this accountability period. R, you want to be realistic. You know, I would love to lose 20 pounds, but I know that's not going to happen. So I just want to make sure my body is healthier and smaller. That's the goal that I want for myself. And we have a time frame. So this is from April 15th to June 15th. We're going to go for it. I'm going to throw this out to everybody on our team and see if we can get a few of us together on this where we can be part of the challenge. So here's the thing too. Say you decide you want to buy a sleek oil, you want to be in on the challenge, you don't have it. You can purchase this in April. You can purchase this in May. It doesn't matter when you do it, just so you do it in the period. Of course, it's going to help you if you get it sooner. But that's just a little introduction to our team challenge. And now I'm going to turn it over to Miss Sunburn. Take it away.
Hello, everybody, and happy Friday. Okay, so pardon me if I sound like I have a little bit of a frog in my throat. I dip below the wellness line. I'm on the mend, but I might do that throat clearing. So hopefully, you know, it'll be fine. So I wanted to talk about goals that you could measure to help support your weight management goals, but then some other things that would really be a benefit to you. Maybe diet wise, or excuse me, not diet, but nutritional food, things that small little changes that you can make that can help you. Things that you can do when physically you can't really do a lot. So one of the first things I had to make some changes because Chris and I had talked about this a couple weeks back. And so one of the biggest changes that I made, it's the hardest change, was water intake. This is 40 ounces, 40 ounces. And so in order for me to get in a gallon is 128 ounces. So if I drink 2 of these, I'm feeling good. Because I was a girl who would probably drink 32, okay, I'm being really kind to myself, 16 ounces, which is what, 2 glasses of water, and it's not enough. It's not even close. This is got like plastic on the outside and it's metal on the inside and a metal straw. And the reason why I have to do that is so that the essential oils, because Young Living makes pure organic essential oils, and so in their purest form, they're going to start to eat away at that plastic. And then you will start to digest those things that you don't want. So I have a metal container. The bottom of this fits into my cup holder. The only thing I'm looking for at this point, honestly, is a carrier, because it's hard to maneuver and carry 40 ounces of water. And the reason why I chose 40 is because this is my goal for me, to drink 2 of these a day, to get the first one done by noon and to get the second one done by 4 o'clock in the afternoon. That way I don't spend the night up making bathroom trips. So that's my mindset, okay? That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. Young Living has a couple of things, and I don't have a graphic, but I'm hoping maybe Chris can find me one. It's a lot of water. We need to drink it, and I want to drink it, right? I need to enhance it. So there's a couple things I can do and that I've been doing. Flavor water enhancers. Water enhancers, they flavor your water. But what I love about what Young Living has done is they've come up with some flavor water enhancers that you can use in addition to the essential oils. Because what the water enhancer does, it adds a little sweetness to it, just a little bit. So I might put in a couple of drops of citrus fresh and then add one of the water enhancers. It's orange and spearmint. That's one of my favorites. And then they have a combination of flavors that also come with energy. And so that was my biggest change. Yes, I've dropped a pound or 2, and I'm glad, because getting into that habit of constantly taking in the water, it became one of those things where, okay, well, I won't be going anywhere for a minute. I need to stay close to home or close to a restroom, that I trust, and so that I could, handle my business, right? So feeling really good about the water. Coming up next, movement and nutrition. So the other thing that I incorporated in addition to the water was nutrition. And what I did is I found a couple of recipes. Two recipes, okay? One of the recipes is what it's called. I found it on TikTok because I am on TikTok as well. It's called the egg roll bowl. And I find things that I am going to love because I'm probably going to eat a lot of it. And but then I can incorporate other things as the days and the weeks go on. And the egg roll bowl is exactly like it sounds. It's what's inside the egg roll without the wrapper. So I've got protein and I've got vegetables. So what I modified was the sodium content, because it calls for soy sauce and oyster sauce in a couple of different recipes. I followed 3 or 4 recipes and I modified them accordingly. If you put your text or number or email in the chat, I'll send you the recipes that I have. But I really like that because I buy a couple of pounds of ground turkey. Whatever preference, whether it's the super low fat or the one that's in the middle, you decide on what you're going to do, right? So I have that. And then I can add other things to it. I modify the amount of soy sauce, switch it out for coconut aminos, but then there's other things that you can do. So there's that. So you have your nutrition. And then I do other things because, like Chris said, the one thing that you have to remember, once upon a time, for those of you who've known me, which my mom did, I was able to lose. I had a trainer and she helped, and I learned one thing in particular, protein. Protein helps you to build the muscle when you start to break it down. And if you can put lean protein into your body, it keeps you from being hungry, or it satisfies it longer. So that way it's not all, you're not going to eat your arm off, right? You have a chance to prepare and do the things that you need to do. So in the middle of the night, instead of maybe eating, maybe you drink a protein shake, but it's protein nonetheless, right? So you have the food that you're going to cook, and then you have food that's going to be used when you need something a little bit faster. So that's where for breakfast, I added in Balance Complete for a protein shake. And for lunch, I have food that I can cook. That's quick, that's fast, that works for me. That works for me. Everyone's going to be different. But the other thing I was going to add is I was going to say that with the egg roll bowl, you've got protein and you've got vegetables. And I didn't finish my sentence, and I apologize, but I add 2 bags of coleslaw, and that's the cabbage. And you can add, in addition to that, let's say you did 1 bag of coleslaw, 1 bag of shaved cabbage, the purple, and carrots. And now you've got a multicolored, visual to the eye, appealing, right? And it's quite flavorful and tasty. The one thing that I learned about myself, to be honest with you, is it needs to have flavor. Dried out, flavorless food, that's just not going to work, because we're talking about sustainability. So you find what you love, you modify it, because you want to lose fat. And if you lose water weight as well, what I always learn from Jen and Gary, I know you're out there, fat is fat, whether it's water or fat out your body, it's still weight loss. And so Young Living, here's how we add the Young Living component to that. And that is the essential oils. Number 1, grapefruit. And here's what I learned about grapefruit oil. You add grapefruit, a couple of drops of lemon and grapefruit to a gallon of water. And the notes on that is if you add more grapefruit, it will dissolve fat faster. I haven't tried that, but what I'm going to try and add it, because I found that recipe today, just before class, I'm going to add and mix the gallon of water together, right? And then add a couple additional drops of the grapefruit. And again, it's like whatever is going to help to get you to your goal, whether you want to go up in weight or if you want to go down. You just want to do it faster. And the reason why I chose to use the word faster is because I did a little research on one particular. Right now, the fad for losing weight is a weight loss. It's for a glucose condition. Hopefully I stayed within the boundaries, Chris. It's for glucose management. And but the drawback if you use it for weight loss management is that once you stop taking it, within 3 months, you gain all your weight back. Well, that defeats the whole entire purpose of trying to get the support you need to lose weight that you don't want anymore. But you also got to give yourself shots, and that is not going to happen. So, and I watched a couple of YouTube videos on that, so that Rochelle's not doing that. So that means it's like, well, what else could I do to assist myself on the path that's a forward direction without killing myself and still have some sustainability? Well, I've changed and done and added my water, and then I need and added nutritional food. And everyone, you can log on to YouTube or any Instagram, and you can find nutritional foods. And you want to just be mindful of not only fat content, but sodium, because you will retain the water weight. That's what sodium will do. And then the other thing is movement. And again, that's the common denominator with the essential oils. Well, you get above a certain age bracket, and even if you're not, but I'm talking to my group of girls here, right? We're I don't even know, because I can't see everyone's face, so I'm not going to make assumptions. But let's just say, for the sake of anything, you start moving more when you're not used to it. What happens is you find that you have pins and needles in places that you didn't know existed. And so what I love is adding in those oils that give me the support in those joints and in those muscles where I need it. First and foremost is Aroma Seas and Cool Azul. Cool Azul not only comes in essential oil, but it also comes in a cream. The Aroma Seas comes in the essential oil. And what I love about both of those is they give you the support you need on those joints that really need the support when you're starting to stress them when you're just not used to it. So whether it's your knees, whether it's, any of your other joints, right? You're starting to do some curls and squats and knee bends and those dreaded burpees that everyone absolutely, even Olympic athletes hate burpees. But when you start doing those things, specifically body weight exercises, then you start to really feel the stress. And so those are wonderful because you apply a drop of those oils and maybe you add a drop of copaiba, and the support you get, it disappears. It allows you to have a restful recovery until your next go around. So there's that, right? So you've got some support to your muscles. And then to add to that is one of my new favorite little things. It's called Cell Light Magic Massage Oil. Oh, it's wonderful. It does what you think. It gets into the cells and it starts to help to dissolve and flatten. And one of the essential oils that's listed is what I talked about earlier, and that is grapefruit. So I'm going to read for you what it says. It says grapefruit is excellent for food retention and cellulite elimination. That in itself, I can read the rest and there's more, but you had me at those two things, right? And it tells us what I just said. It's a diuretic, it's a detoxifier, and a stimulant to the lymphatic system. It is important as an antidepressant. So those are the notes that I'm reading from one of the reference guides. And those are some of the things you need. So you're moving more, right? Even if the movement, again, is a little more passive. Maybe you can't move your legs like maybe you once could, but you've got some upper body. Don't underestimate the upper body, because one of the things that I learned about upper body movement, it helps with cardiovascular. And this simple movement here, like you're pedaling a bike, but you're using your hands, that's cardio. That'll stress your heart a little bit. And even if you don't add anything to your hands, keep your hands empty. You keep your hands up there and do that movement. You do that for about 10 or 15 minutes. You do that a couple times a day. You probably get more cardio than most active adults. So just, keep that in mind. And then getting out into the better weather. That's one way to do it. Whether you're rolling along or walking along, get out into the sun. That helps to boost those, the happy endorphins, so to speak. So a couple of other oils I just want to share with you is cedarwood, cypress, juniper, and clary sage. Those are the oils that are in that, what they call the Cell Light Magic Massage Oil. So after you maybe do your exercise movements and maybe you shower, then you can add a little bit of that. It's like additional things you can add to assist you that Young Living can help you with, that you're already making the changes. So you're doing your nutritional changes, your water intake, you're moving more. Well, how can Young Living help you? Utilize some of the essential oils that we have. You're intaking more water, add a drop or two of maybe grapefruit oil, lemon, orange, tangerine. The benefits are not just on a cell level, but on a mood enhancing level as well. So take a look, and we've got a great sale going on starting tomorrow at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And it's some of them are buy one, get one, and add some of those things along with maybe the Balance Complete protein shake. Don't forget your Ningxia Red supplement. You want to make sure that you find ways in which you can balance out that glucose while you're helping your weight management reduce, or your weight goals, reduce your weight goals, and not your weight goals, but reduce the weight that you're really working on. And these are just different ways in which Young Living can assist you. If you want something more detailed, like in the way of, to add, one way when we talk about just mood boosting, movement is a great mood booster. But then possibly maybe you're feeling, well, I can't do even the most simple, maybe so-called simple things, right? You find a way to literally boost your mood. You use some of those essential oils, like the grapefruit, the lemon, the tangerine, and the orange, the lime. You add those to your water. Mood boosting. You boost up your mood. That too will help you in the way of being able to reach those weight loss goals that you really want. Because when you are starting to feel like you're in a lower state emotionally, that affects you. It keeps you from being able to lose 1 or 2 pounds. And something is better than nothing. When you're in the position of where you're really trying, you really want to lose, even if you lost 1, a loss is a loss. And a loss in this case is a good thing. So don't underestimate and don't be too hard on yourself. Just make small little changes and see how those small changes add up to that large change. I believe that's all I have, Chris. Oh, and here's one more thing to add. Endoflex, support for your thyroid. We've actually had this in class before. Before you start any type of change your regimen, you have a conversation, with your physician, and they can give you a test on that little thing, right? That thyroid, and see if you need more support. And Endoflex is something that you can add along with Thyromin. And they give you the support that you need, because sometimes our hormones can be out of whack. And if we just make the adjustment just there, that can aid you in support that you need for your weight loss. All right, that is what I have today. I can entertain any questions anyone has. My name is Rochelle. You'll find me as Sunburnt Crown on Instagram and Facebook.
I think Mary Lee has a question for you. I'm going to go over some of this stuff you just said, but let her go ahead so she doesn't forget her question. Go ahead, Mary Lee.
Okay.
Now you're mentioning grapefruit, but some people take medication and they can't take the grapefruit.
Yes, that's correct.
But not the grapefruit oil. It's not the same as the grapefruit fruit. Grapefruit oil is not a problem if you're on medication. Grapefruit itself is, because grapefruit oil comes from the peel. Yeah.
That's interesting. I never heard that before.
Yep. Well, it's the what's in the fruit itself that affects the absorption of medicine, but the peel is not like that. That's what I was told. Maybe do some more research on it when I asked about it.
Because that's important, because not me personally, but I know some people cannot have grapefruit with their medication.
At least,
Mary Lee, I do know that my mom has taken the flavor, the water enhancer. It comes in grapefruit, and I can't think of the other flavor. She hasn't had any issues. She has taken it, and it comes with the grapefruit in it. And she hasn't had issues now.
Let me see it again, Chris.
How regularly she does it, but she has had it before.
So of course, with everything, you want to check with your doctor. You don't want to do anything if you don't check with your doctor, but know that Young Living's grapefruit oil comes from the peel of the grapefruit. Go ahead, Lisa. Did you want to add something? You're still muted. If you want to add something, Lisa, go ahead.
Yeah, I guess I was asking about the same question she had. That so our grapefruit oil, you put it in the water. I think you just answered it. Comes from the peel. How is it different? Like, how we've always known, well, grapefruit is a good thing to break down fats and stuff. So our oil is as good as like a fresh grapefruit juice
So
and water?
yeah, I'm going to give you a little bit more information on our citrus. So I don't, hopefully it will help. But of course, you can do your own research. The Young Living citrus oils are known to free fatty acids, give us energy, and break down fats, like Rochelle was saying. And what they work on is the complicated fats. They're the flavonoids that are from the color, from the peel of the fruits. So what they are known to do is to reduce abdominal fat. So we reduce our circumference when we're using the citrus oils from Young Living. Like Rochelle was telling you guys about before, these are the 3 different drops. They're called Young Living Vitality Drops to put in your water. If you have a problem drinking water, they help. This is the one she was saying her mom takes. It's grapefruit and bergamot. It's advertised for electrolytes. Then there's one for energy, jade, lemon, and berry. And there's another one, spearmint and tangerine, also for energy. So these are the 3 different products to put in your water. So I guess I can go ahead. If you get 2 of those in the next 2 months, let me know. We'll put you in the challenge if that's the case too, if you like that. The sleek oil is actually in the sleek in weight management section of Young Living. So this is going to really help more if you're interested in reducing your body. This would be the one you go to. But if you just need to drink more water, think about the Vitality Drops. So all these citrus items are a help to the body to burn fat. That's what we really want to do. Okay, here's something else. There are not any appetite suppressants that are not natural in the Young Living Sleek collection. I was telling you all about the Citrus Slim, which are these supplements. So the Citrus Slim has enough fiber in it like you ate a bowl of oatmeal. So this is a natural way to help your body to feel full, if that's something that you're interested in having. And they have a kit in the Young Living that's available now, only one of them, and that's called Sleek Maintain, which is this and this. So it's the supplements plus the oil, the sleek oil. So that's something to think about if you're serious about wanting to manage your weight in a healthier for you to come down. Here's another point I wanted to share with you all. There's also a sleek tea, which I don't have. There's a sleek gum. So those are all different sleek products that you might think about getting if you want to join our weight management challenge. Also, these are different sleek products. So if you get any of those sleek products, let me know. What if you're just, you're kind of like stuck right there. Your weight is not managed in a healthy way. Well, here's a story I heard from someone that they were stuck. They were just stuck where they were, but they wanted to support their thyroid. So there's a supplement called Thyramine. This person took the Thyramine and not instantly, but over a period of time, had massive weight management goals. They came down 37 pounds. So if your thyroid is something you're having issues with, that's just something else you want to think about. I'm just going to go ahead and give you more tips. If this is something in your agenda, you want to get ready for summer. Summer's ahead. You want to feel better. Maybe we're putting our shorts on, our sleeveless shirts. We just want to look a little healthier. Here's just some ideas for you all to be able. Rochelle brought a lot of these out, but let's begin at the beginning. That we need good sleep to feel good. If we're going to embark on any new journey, we need sleep. We need to make sure that we're not too stressed out. Sleep is number 1. So we want to make sure we're getting good sleep. Okay, what else do we want to do? Here's some other graphics I want to share with you all. Rochelle brought this out also, that you don't want to be sitting around, especially in the summertime, it's getting warmer. We want to get out there, and don't want to be sitting in front of a TV. We want to do things. We want our bodies to move. The healthiest we can possibly be is when the body is moving. So just do something, go for a walk, just go outside, maybe work in the yard a little bit, go walk through a park, maybe some tennis, if that's in your agenda that you can do that. Just do something where you can move. That will always help you feel better and with your weight management goals. What are some other ideas that I have for you all? We're just going back to basics. Remember that if you want to reduce, if it's in your plan to reduce, we need to cut 3,500 calories. So myself, what works for me is calorie counting, just to know how much am I taking in? Because I love nuts. And you can sit down, a serving of nuts is 1/4 of a cup. That's it. I mean, I can eat 2 or 3 cups. I just can sit there and I love nuts. I can go for it. So this is something, if you're just aware of what you're putting into your body and how much the body really needs, is maybe just a little bit compared to the amount that you're taking in. So you want to make sure that you are trying, if calorie counting is your thing, reduce. You have to reduce 3,500 calories to get 1 pound off. Are you a person who likes sweets? This would be the time to get that out of your system. Try really, really hard to get that sugar, because there is never really a good time that white sugar is good for us. And that's what soda are full of. That's what a lot of desserts are full of. So change that out. The other day, we had Greek yogurt, which is not low calorie, but it's very healthy for you. We had Greek yogurt, and I just wanted to make it more fun. So I took some cocoa powder, just the powder, no sugar. I mixed it in the plain Greek yogurt, and I put a tablespoon of honey in there. It was like chocolate pudding. And honest, it was not low calorie, but it was clean sweets that was good for the body. It was upbuilding for the body. It was nutritious for the body. So if you just have that sweet urging, think about something like that. We're only going to do this for 8 weeks. We're just trying to get ourselves into a good rolling start so that we can continue to manage our weight in a healthy way. So this would be a time when you want to think about better choices. And those better choices would be healthy snacks. So here's some ideas of some healthy snacks for you. If you look at this little graphic, if you want to go ahead and take a picture of it, this graphic is 100 calories. I mean, that's not very much, honestly. 100 calories is an apple. But these are some other ideas of what you can have for 100 calories for a snack. So just some healthy options. We want to be the healthiest we possibly can be. We want to keep our bodies strong and healthy, though we want to maybe reduce, which I do, to fit into the summer clothes a little bit better. Do I have some more ideas for y'all? Yep, I do. Small snacks. Here's what happens a lot of time, that you get so hungry, you just start grabbing things. But our blood sugar needs to be stabilized. So think of some small snacks. These are ideas to help you win this weight loss challenge, or just win it for yourself. If you get your body in a healthier state, that's something that you can think of. So small snacks, just another idea. I'm going to be putting, if you want to get on the Instagram page, it's Weight Management Challenge, underline in between the words 22. I put it in our chat here on Zoom. So if you want to just watch it, I'm going to be putting some of these graphics out there as reminders throughout the next 8 weeks. And one thing we were talking about earlier is just that replacing a meal. Maybe it's better if you're super hungry, you want some snacks that maybe are high calorie. Think about your Balance Complete or your pure protein powder. And just make yourself a shake. They're super filling. I have them for breakfast. I can go to 2 o'clock without getting hungry. Today, like 3 or 4 o'clock, I started being like, now I really need some food. We were super busy and I just didn't get anything else till about that time. So Rochelle also was telling you all about this Cell Light Magic. It is just a beautiful oil for the body. It is a massage oil. So you can massage it in wherever you need it. This is just a nice thing, and you can see what it does, like she told you, and like the name of it. That was something else that I wanted to share with you all. And she mentioned this too. We don't want to forget about our Ningxia Red. Ningxia Red is a super supplement to keep us the healthiest we can possibly be. And also, if you get that bundle, or if you know someone that wants to start out, if they want the Ningxia bundle, it comes with nitro. So I don't know if you all have had the Ningxia nitro. I use it before big runs, or if I do like a race. But that Ningxia Nitro is a pop of energy to keep you going through a time when you're depleted. And it would be so much better than a Red Bull or some energy drink. Just have them. I keep them in my fridge. When you need that burst of energy, grab a Ningxia Nitro. So if you're feeling depleted, you're on this challenge with us and you just want something healthy for the body, Ningxia Nitro is something to think about. They're just a little tube, squeeze it in. My opinion, it's not the best tasting, but it works great. And even Javen did a 5K race and he had one before the race. He finished it. So I was really, really happy that was able to. The sleep tea is another option if you haven't, if you're a tea person. It has ocotea in it, which is a natural calming de-stressor. It's great for the body. So sleep tea is another option if you want to go ahead and get in on this challenge. The sleep gum is great if you're having a craving for sugar. It has frankincense in it, and it's also teeth whitening. So the sleep gum is another option. They have the bars that are out of stock right now. So I'm not going to tell you much about that, but the pure protein that this is my favorite, one of my favorite Young Living products. It has 25 grams of fat in there. It is not fat. I'm sorry, 25 grams of protein. So this is a huge burst of protein. We don't want fat. Yeah. I'm sorry, guys. I'm leading you down the wrong road. No, this is 25 grams of protein. So here's a little recipe for a weight loss rub. So it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different essential oils in it. So if you want to make yourself your own weight loss rub, here we go. If you want to take some notes. Number 1, lemon. Number 2, peppermint. Lemon is great for dissolving fat, helping detox the liver. Lemon, it's a limonene that's in there, that chemical constituent. Great, great, great for cleansing. Peppermint is great for digestion and energy. Number 3, what Rochelle was telling you all about is grapefruit. Also, these citrus oils are all great for cleansing and for the liver. Citrus fresh. And I'm going to tell you all, when we're done here, I'm going to tell you about the super sales going on tomorrow. Tomorrow, I think it's 11 a.m. The sales come and they might even sell out. But Citrus Fresh is 2 for 1. Pretty sure that's one of the BOGOs, 2 for 1 tomorrow. Ledum is super for the liver. If your liver needs some help, Ledum is where you want to go. Ocotea is a blood sugar balancing. It helps with that, managing your blood sugar, I should say. And it's also great for keeping your appetite under control. So if you mix those oils together with a carrier oil, olive oil, coconut oil, you'll have a great weight management rub, I guess I should say. All right, so here's just a few more little tips to wind this up, and then we're going to talk about the sales coming on tomorrow. You want to eat breakfast every day. Close your kitchen at a certain hour, say 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, whatever time it is. My kitchen is closed. I can't go in there anymore. Pretend it's a restaurant. You can't get in there. Eat more produce, fruits and vegetables. Drink your liquids, not the sugary ones, water, natural, maybe your vitality drops or your sleek oil in your water. Just keep it simple, sugar-free, your liquids. Make sure you drink your liquids. It's super important for every part of our health. You want to make sure you're walking a little bit more, moving a little bit more. Just notice that. Even if that's the only thing you do, pump up your exercise. You don't want to change what you're eating. You like what you're eating. You're healthy. Pump up your exercise and still join the challenge just for fun. It doesn't cost to join the challenge. So get in on the challenge, get one of these great products in your home so it's there if you need it. Protein, think about having a little bit of protein at every meal. That's why I like my Greek yogurt, because it is a great protein source. Hummus or salsa as a dip instead of the junky things you might buy at the store. So stay away from fast food places. We all know this. Here's just a sample if you're counting calories. A Big Mac has 540 calories. A hamburger has 250. Small fries, 230. Large fries, 500 calories. So you see, you're adding all this fat. You really smaller portions are the way to go. So these are just some things to think about. Get the smaller items. You got to have an ice cream, get the smaller size. What about at Taco Bell? If you're a Taco Bell person, the Burrito Supreme has 390 calories. A soft taco has 200. So, I mean, these are just some examples. Wendy's double has 800. That's my thing. 860 calories. A junior bacon, 360. So, I mean, just get the smaller one. And then you have more fruits and vegetables, more healthy foods you can eat in the day. If you have to do the fast foods, do the small size. Okay. We're going to open this up to questions on our weight loss challenge starting tomorrow. And then we're going to go on to the super sales. Anybody have any questions? Quick questions for us here. No questions that I'm seeing right now. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and show you a little picture about our sale coming up. Let me see if I can find it for you here. This is just going to roll through really quickly everything that we have on sale. So let me see if I can find it to show you what is on sale. We have the BOGOs. This is just a pop-up sale that Young Living is having. So they have the 2-for-1s, and then they have 15, 20 and more off. So of course I'm not finding my little graphic I wanted to show you guys. All right, where might it be? Should be in my downloads, but I don't see it. Let's see. Rochelle, anything else you want to add? I think I'm going to have to send it to myself here so I have it. Go ahead and take
No, I was just gonna say, oh my gosh, why do you have to give those numbers about Taco Bell? But it's for the best. So yeah, I think I'm looking forward to the changes with starting the oh my goodness gracious, Balance Complete, you know, the protein shake in the morning. And then one of my questions, Chris, had to do with that rub. You sound like you were talking about vitality oils, but you're not talking about taking it internally. You're talking about applying it topically. Is that correct?
Yep, it's just a rub.
Okay, got it.
Yep, it's a rub. So you make it and you just rub it on. You know, when you put something on your skin, it goes in. So all those oils are going to be going in.
Yeah.
But you might want to put it in like your back of your thighs, different areas where you might use the what's it called? Cell Light Magic Oil.
Yeah.
All right. I've got it for you guys.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, I muted myself. Lisa, did you want to ask a question before I roll through the things on sale?
Yeah, Lydium is spelled L-E-D-I-U-M. Is that right?
L-E-D-U-M.
Okay, no, and then Ocotea.
O-C-O, I might be saying these wrong. O-C-O-T-E-A, I think it is. And I don't know if that is sold individually or it's just in some of the weight management products.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm going to check that out. I don't have this individual oil, but it's in the products that are for weight management.
Yeah, because then you just put it in, it'll show up what's it in. Okay.
All right, here we go. Let me show you guys a graphic. Get ready to watch fast because this kind of flies. Sorry, I keep muting myself. Here we go.
Not yet.
No, I know. I'm working on it. Okay, can you see that? Here we go. Sales for tomorrow. Watch quick, everyone. Okay, did you catch that? Want me to play it one more time?
Yes.
All right, here we go. They're just going to flash. Look at the picture of the oil so you can know. And there's some supplements that are on sale too, and it tells how much is off and which are 2-for-1. Interestingly, I wanted this to be at the end. The Thieves Cleaner is 15% off. I know a lot of people who are waiting to get that one. And then the Valor is buy one, get one. Breathe again. I think it's a buy one, get one. And that is not even an oil Young Living normally sells. You can roll on, but you can't get the other. So here we go again. All right. On that note, we're going to say goodbye to Facebook. And if any of you are watching this on Facebook and you would like to join our team, we'd love to have you. Sunburn and me would love to have you. Yes, please join us with these sales is the way to go. All right. Bye, everybody on Facebook. This sale ends on the 20th, just so you know.